What many Nigerians are seeing online right now about the Kaduna Abuja highway has raised serious concern, and people are genuinely worried. Reports spreading across social media platforms claim that armed groups blocked the highway, stopped vehicles, and took a large number of travelers away, with talks of a very huge ransom demand. This has made people afraid, confused, and unsure of what is truly happening on that road at this moment. As this information continues to circulate, it is important to calmly explain what is known, what is being said, and why this issue keeps drawing national attention. Before I go further, please like this video and subscribe to the channel because it helps us bring verified and responsible updates to you in real time. The Kaduna Abuja highway is not just an ordinary road. It is one of the most important routes in the country, connecting the federal capital to many northern states. Every day, thousands of people use this road for work, business, family visits, and official duties. Because of this heavy use, any security concern on this highway quickly becomes a national discussion. Now, the reason this headline feels very believable to many people is because this road has a long history of security challenges. Over the years, there have been several confirmed incidents where travelers were attacked, stopped, or taken away by criminal groups. These past events have created fear, and once fear exists, new claims spread faster even before they are properly checked. Please remember to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss important updates like these. At the moment, while social media posts are mentioning very large numbers and very high ransom figures, official security sources have stated that some of these claims are exaggerated or not verified. This does not mean that the road is completely free of risk, but it means that not every viral report reflects the actual situation on ground. What usually happens in cases like this is that one incident, even if it involves a smaller number of people, quickly turns into multiple versions online. One post adds new details, another adds bigger numbers, and before long, people are reading a completely different story from what actually occurred. This is why authorities often advise Nigerians to rely on verified information and not panic based on unconfirmed reports. Panic itself can cause harm because it spreads fear, affects travel decisions, and puts emotional pressure on families who may have loved ones on the road. Please like this video and subscribe because staying informed with calm and clear explanations matters. Another important thing to understand is why highways are sometimes targeted by criminal groups. Highways allow criminals to intercept multiple vehicles at once. They also know that travelers are far from immediate help, especially at night or in isolated areas. This makes highways attractive targets compared to towns where security presence may be stronger. However, security agencies have repeatedly said they are increasing patrols, surveillance, and response efforts along major routes, including the Kaduna Abuja highway. They have also encouraged travelers to avoid late-night journeys when possible and to stay alert while traveling. It is also important to say this clearly: not every person traveling on that road will encounter danger. Many people pass through safely every day. But because of past incidents, any report about that road will always attract strong reactions. Please remember to like this video and subscribe as we continue breaking this down in simple and clear English. What makes this situation more sensitive is the emotional side. Families see headlines mentioning large numbers of kidnapped travelers, and fear immediately sets in. Phone calls begin. Messages are sent. Anxiety spreads. This is why responsible reporting matters, especially in a country where security issues already cause enough stress. At the same time, the government faces pressure from the public to do more. Nigerians want to see lasting solutions, not just temporary responses. They want to feel safe on the roads, whether they are traveling for work, education, or family reasons. Discussions around this issue also bring up wider questions about national security, rural safety, and how criminal networks operate. These are not problems that can be solved overnight, but they require consistent effort, accountability, and cooperation between communities and security agencies. Please like this video and subscribe because these conversations affect all of us. Another point many people are raising is trust. When people repeatedly hear different versions of the same story, trust becomes weak. Some believe only social media. Some believe only official statements. The truth usually sits in between, and it takes careful attention to separate facts from exaggeration. This is why it is important to listen, observe, and wait for confirmed updates before drawing conclusions. Sharing unverified information may seem harmless, but it can cause unnecessary fear and confusion. At this point, what can travelers do? First, stay informed through reliable updates. Second, plan journeys carefully. Third, communicate with family members before and during travel. These simple steps do not remove all risk, but they help people stay prepared and calm. Please like this video and subscribe so you continue getting clear explanations like this. As the story continues to develop, Nigerians are watching closely. People want clarity, they want reassurance, and most importantly, they want safety. The attention on this highway shows how deeply security issues affect everyday life in the country. As the reactions continue to pour in, many Nigerians are now asking deeper questions, not just about this particular headline, but about the general state of safety on major highways across the country. People are no longer only interested in whether one report is true or false. They want to know why these stories keep coming up again and again, and what is being done to prevent future occurrences. One major issue here is confidence. When travelers feel unsure about road safety, it affects movement, business, and even family life. Some people now delay trips, others switch to alternative transport, and some cancel journeys entirely. This fear may not always come from current events alone, but from accumulated experiences over time. Please like this video and subscribe, because this conversation affects everyone. Another angle to this story is how quickly information moves today. A single post can travel across the country within minutes. Sometimes it carries facts, sometimes it carries fear, and sometimes it carries both mixed together. When figures like 200 travelers and billions in ransom are mentioned, emotions rise immediately, even before anyone stops to verify the source. This is why authorities often respond quickly to deny or clarify such reports. Not because the problem does not exist, but because exaggerated numbers can cause unnecessary panic. It is also important for the public to understand that security updates are sometimes delayed for safety reasons, especially when operations are ongoing. Please remember to like this video and subscribe as we continue.